It's happening again, just like I warned you about. Late August, early September, the stock market for the last 100 and even 50 years, if you really want to get down to the details, have been pulling back consistently. So we're going to use this opportunity to make money on the downside. And we already did. I want to first say, talk to a licensed financial advisor in your area. Investing carries risk. We got into a put option on SPY, ticker symbol SPY, and this one has gone up 171%. I want to give a shout out to Sanku, who said a out in profit, Keenan. Live play was fire. I love to see you getting paid, making money on the downside, whereas everybody else is in fear. You got to see there's two ways to look at this. One of them is you could buy certain things low, and then the other one is you could actually make money while they're falling down. When you understand put options, you just have to know what you're doing, and you have to learn how to manage your risk appropriately. Get in with the right team, and that's going to help you to knock it out of the park. I want to encourage you to do two things. Use the Moomoo link in the top of the description so you can have the best tools in the game. Put $100 on there so you can get the free stocks too while you're at it, and get on my email list so you're on the wait list for when the classes and positions open back up. Currently, the calendar is full, family. Everybody done joined. We booked all the way out, but when it opens up, I'll let you know. The first banger on the list is Palantir, PLTR. If you made any money on the stock market on the way down or on the way up today, let me know. And if you didn't, please pay close attention, because even if you did pay close attention, because I want to show you how it could be done. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to look at certain stocks, but now they say when in doubt, zoom out. You're going to zoom out to the 4-hour time frame. If you don't have that available to you, like I said, you got to download certain apps so you can have all of the tools. But if you don't, look at the weekly time frame and then zoom out even more, and look at the monthly time frame, and you're looking for low points. This is where you want to go. Boom. This is my first point in which I will buy something when it hit that monthly low, or if it hit that 4-hour time frame, then this is where we are interested in starting to get your feet wet in the water. Palantir is currently 162. You can find this on Moomoo, Webull, Fidelity, all of the investing apps, really. We can see when you look at the charts, that same level where we could establish a position if you already missed it. We've been trading this one since it was like way low, $9, $20, and so on. Now it's all the way up here, but you can still make money on this one going forward because they are the leader in their direction, in their sector. Check this out. 151, this is where a floor is potentially, where the institutions boosted it up last time. One thing people didn't know is they think that the charts only tell you what's going on with the price, but the charts actually tell you a lot deeper. And I want you to really look at it like a technical specialist and believe yourself to be that, so that you start moving like a technical specialist, somebody who is looking at it and they could see, right there. That's where the institutions like it. It doesn't mean they're always going to bring it back there, but if they do, when I see a price I like, I strike. Let's look at Palantir on a company level. The company, they're saying that they have an impressive revenue, 48% year over year increase. Family, that's 48% 1 year, another year, another year. That's crazy growth, family. Insane amounts of growth. If you were making 100K and it had a 48% growth, boom, you're making 148. Another 48%, family, it's just going to be compounding over time. Then they're saying that they're expanding in their profitability. Your profitability is when you're running a business, it's going to cost you, boom, a little bit of money to be able to run the business. But now it's way more efficient, and we like to see that, meaning the costs are down and the money is up. They're going in opposite directions, and that's a sign of a really healthy business. Then they're saying that they're winning all these $10 billion contracts with the Army. You like to see them have customers who are gonna pay, like the United States government. We like to see that. And then they're saying that they're a leader in AI, and they're considered one of, if not the top AI software specialists. So they're not making the hardware like Nvidia. They're making the programs, the codes, the algorithms, the artificial intelligence chatbots, and so on. They're making that type of stuff for the military, and this is why they're leading in their space. I want to put you up on some game. They just got hit with a short report from Citron not too long ago, and they're saying if OpenAI, aka ChatGPT, is a $500 billion company, then comparatively speaking, that would make Palantir stock supposedly a $40 stock. And they're saying that that's being generous. But I always tell you, consider the source. When you look at who said that, what is their track record? Let's go back in time. They thought we wasn't going to see this. Nvidia shares fall sharply after the short seller Citron Research sent out a short report in their tweets. Wait, this ain't yesterday. This is back in 2016. Almost 10 years ago, they were saying, nah, Nvidia is trash. Family, when you look at the charts, Nvidia was $6 comparatively speaking, and today it's $177. And they was telling you, nah, stay away from that, stay away. Family, so consider the source when you see certain institutions telling you, nah, this is trash, but then in actuality, long term, it's a banger. However, they don't want you to get in low, and they trying to spook you out. If y'all think it's such a trash company, why don't y'all just play it like it's trash? Play it like it's trash. Why you got to tell me? You know what I'm saying? Why you got to tell me? I don't need to hear it. I see how you've been getting down. So with that being said, let's switch over to Nvidia. Nvidia took a symbol. NVDA is 177. Nvidia, another leader in their space. Palantir, software leader. Nvidia, hardware leader. Think about it like this. The software in your brain, this is your personality and all of that, but your brain structure, the brain matter, the cells of your brain, your neurons, that's the hardware, right? Nvidia is making the hardware and Palantir is making some of the software. So it's two sides of the same coin. When you look at the artificial intelligence race booming, these two are going to be just dominating it because they both leading in their individual spaces. So let's look at the charts and see. We got a support level on Nvidia. Technically, it's a resistance, but those who've been trading for a while, you know, previous resistance becomes new levels of support at about 153. Now, that's like a $20-something drop from where we are right now. But like I said, September is coming around, and historically for the last 100, and even when you zoom in 50 years, it's been a really hard month for people who don't understand the stock market. But when you weather the storm, then you get into your Novembers, your Decembers, all the way into March, generally is about another bull run. It's cyclical in that way where the market is moving in a nice cycle. So we got to be able to get in low. However, it don't feel good to some and it don't look good to some. But when you know what you're doing, it actually does feel good and it actually does look good because you look back and you got the buy orders, boom, all the way on the bottom. So I like Nvidia. If I see it where I'm backing the truck up, boom, and loading my bags right into Nvidia around 150. Now, I would never, ever put every single dollar in all at one time, even if I seen a price I like, but I would go heavier at these levels. But I'm not afraid to buy Palantir right now, and I'm not afraid to buy Nvidia right now at this very price because long term they can make more money. Nvidia is one, and I just say it and be clear with you that I don't have to watch. Palantir is often being attacked by your citrons, by your short sellers. So that one I would have to watch. I would buy Nvidia, set it and forget it. Palantir, I will buy it, and then I will have to watch out for the attacks that they're doing on it and pay attention. I want to look at some of the fundamentals of Nvidia. They're saying that the projected revenue for the next 3 years is 33% growth year after year after year, which is amazing. But again, we live in an artificial intelligence world. It just makes sense. And then they're saying the projected revenue for the next 10 years is about 12%. So obviously they won't be able to just keep that pace up forever, but they're going to keep it up for a long time. So we love to see it. And then I want to put one of these other giants on your radar, and it's Google. It's about to come under the $200 level. It's been pushing up, but we've been loading up on these consistently. But Google, I like this one under the $200 level. Technically, I like it over the $200 level for a long-term hold. This one, if it come back down to 187, boom. That's another level where I'm willing to go even heavier on because I see the institutions like to give it a little bit of a floor right there. So what I'm trying to do is set you up so you can set your alerts on your phone. If you don't know how to do an alert, I want you to YouTube that. How to do an alert on whatever app you want. How to do an alert on Robinhood. How to do an alert on Moomoo. How to do an alert on Webull, Fidelity, whichever one you're on. You're going to look that up and put alerts on these numbers. And if they hit, that's when you know it's time to pay attention to it instead of having to watch the charts all the time. I'm always trying to put you up on some game. Then here's some more game. SQQQ, not QQQ, SQQQ, which is ProShares Ultra Short QQQ. The market is coming down. Why not make some money? You literally just buy this one when the market is coming down, and then it's going to go up in value. So you see the market is down a few, like 0.5% today. This thing is up 1.5% today because it's moving 3 times different than the market is. If the market is moving, this is going to move in the opposite direction 3 times. So if the market is actually coming down, then this thing is going to go up 3 times as big. So we like to literally just buy this one and don't invest into it long term. It's not that kind of a play, but you can make money easily in September if the market is crashing by just loading up on SQQQ. It don't have no time decay like that. It's not an option, but it is a triple leveraged kind of ETF, which means it's not a long-term play. It's one that you have to watch because it's a trade. It says that it's a negative 3x inverse exposure to the top 100 largest companies that are not banks. So all of the tech stocks really. And I want to put this one on your radar too. And it's BMNR. We already made money on this one and took profit on this one. And I had alerted everybody on it, boom, to take profit. Now I'm establishing a smaller position and I'm gonna let it drop. And then when it's turning back around, I'm gonna ride the wave back up again. But for now, it's coming down. So keep that one on your radar, family. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.